Joining me today on the Capital Show, James Pennington. He's a man of different talents. You are a musician. You had just a concert in Indiana. You came from right now. You are a family man. You are devoted to the Republicans. You are a big supporter of Trump. You are a community activist. Can you tell us more about your experience? And you are a big supporter of veterans. So, can you speak about yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm live in Southern Illinois in the Midwest. I was raised up on the south side of Chicago, and then my family moved down here in 1982, and I've been here ever since in Southern Illinois and in this general area. And I happily married 24 years, three kids. They're pretty much grown up now. But I was a over the road professional truck driver for many years. Kind of, I have kidney disease and diabetes, so I'm on disability currently, but it doesn't stop me. I still get out and do things and work and help and volunteer and stuff like that. So, but I have some bands that I formed and that I play in because of some things that happened to me in my life with my family and being killed by America's enemies in Afghanistan and with what we went through. And so I was really moved deeply about it. I was never really into politics until that happened to our
So what
family and to
what
myself.
happened? Can you tell us more?
Yeah. So Trevor Pinnock from Lawrenceville, Illinois, he
Mm-hmm.
was killed in action in June 2012 in Afghanistan, Kandahar, I believe. And I brought the news to my family. I found out, and he's married to my niece Martha, and I'm Martha's uncle.
Mm.
And I was mentioning earlier, my wife and I can still remember when we helped pay for her prom dress when they were in high school, you know. And so we really love them. We had a close relationship with them. So we were devastated.
You you
And we found out that the
you feel
people who killed,
you
I'm
you feel,
sorry.
you feel responsible as a family man of taking care of all members in your family. What did President Trump did for your family? I know that he sent you a letter because you have like
Yeah.
uh some.
Um, this is just one of the letters. Because of an ongoing federal lawsuit, there's not much more I can say other than to say this. We wrote a lot of people asking for help. A few of them answered back. One of them was the Trump family. What they did gave our special needs sons hope, courage. They cried happy tears. They were they were extremely happy that the Trump family cared about them. It meant something to them. It was important.
Mm,
And their actions and what they did, it really helped save our sons' lives because they see under the circumstances, I can't go into detail, but what they did helped save our sons' lives. And we're grateful for that. You know
yeah.
what I mean? And we don't see them as the monsters that these people divided by politics make them into. They're
Mm.
kind, loving, generous people who didn't have to do what they did for our family, but they did. And we're just regular folks.
Mm.
They're not the people that the people in the media and the Democrat Party claim they are. They're good people. They're just like me and you.
But how can you, what can you say about like the division in this country between Democrats and Republicans? And we have the MAGA movement. So people can say that MAGA movement is very dangerous because it makes this country divided. Do you agree on that?
Well, it's like sports, really. Politics. Think about it this way. There's two sides, two teams, right? There's the Republicans, there's the Democrats. Now the Democrats, they're playing hardball. They want to win. So in order to do that, they have to do things that are bad. Okay. Now the Republicans, they seem to me like, hey, we want to play, but we want to play on the same team, but we don't want to fight with you. And a lot of them don't have the courage and are failing because, in my opinion, The Republican Party is failing in a lot of places. Now, there's a lot of good politicians like Darren Bailey. I support him.
Mm.
But the Republican Party doesn't seem to have the courage or the guts that it used to have against the Democrat Party. And their Democrat Party is playing for keeps. They'll do anything possible, in my opinion, lie, cheat, steal, whatever it takes to keep and maintain power. I really believe the American people are fed up with the Democrat Party and what they're doing. I
So,
hear it every day out in the concerts that I play from veterans and Americans all over the Midwest. I mean, all over. I've never even seen a Trump, or I'm sorry, I've never seen a pro Biden hat or T-shirt or bumper sticker anywhere, anywhere. And he got 81 million votes, the more in American history. Yeah, right. Sure. Okay. I believe that, you know.
so you think that everything wrong is wrong in America right now? Um, the main party is responsible about everything wrong now is the Democrat. I mean,
I believe it's the Democrats, but I also believe that it's globalists. There are other nations and other countries that are in with the Democrat Party and some rhino Republicans too, like
oh,
Kerry. Unfortunately, they claim to be Republicans. They run as Republicans. They say, we're going to do this, we're going to do that for you, we're going to do. But then when they get in there, what do? They do Democrat things. They do
uh,
Democrat things. They didn't keep their promise.
you know, James, interviewing you, it's give us the spirit of the normal citizen, patriot American, how they think. So, what do you think is going on in the border, at the border in Texas? Why now we have a problem in Texas?
I believe it's a planned invasion. I've watched Tucker Carlson, General Flynn, followed by him and many others on here on the X platform, what used to be Twitter. And I listen. And I also listen to the people and in the communities that we're in. These illegals are all around us. I've ran into Russians. I have ran into people from South America.
Mm.
And there's a communication gap because in order to come in our country, you have to come here legally. And that means get a driver's license, get a high school diploma, understand our Constitution and our laws, pledge allegiance to the flag, and most importantly, speak English. If there's some guy yelling at you, ah, blah, 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 in some language, you don't know what he's saying, how can you help him? You don't know if he wants to kill you or if he's asking you for help because his child is choking. You got to come here the right way. You got to come here the legal way because if we can't communicate with each other, we can't help each other. And millions of these people coming in who don't speak English, it is creating a massive problem. I've seen where they've got maps down in Panama, Guatemala, South America. They're showing these people, and the UN's giving them money, giving them cards, giving them cards with money on it, food stations where they can stop. Here's your journey on the way up to America. And
Mm.
funny how when they get to the border, none of that's there. Texas is doing the job that our representatives are supposed to be doing, and now they're persecuting them for it. It's nation against nation, just like the Bible foretold.
So, what is the pressure that the government of Texas is doing on into Biden administration? What they want from them? And there is 25 governor for from 25 states. They stand with Texas. How it's gonna end?
I believe Americans are well known for sticking together. We're not extremists. We're not right wing extremists. We're Americans who can see with our eyes what's going on. We see it. I'm out here talking to these people, thousands of them a month, singing my heart out to veterans. Not only them, but first responders and everyday Americans. I hear them. I hear them complaining. I'm praying with them. I'm talking with them. They're fed up. They've had it up to here.
Hmm.
They know you're supposed to come in here legally. And what these people are doing is going against what they swore to uphold, the Constitution, and their oath that they took to protect and defend our border, our Constitution. Here in Illinois, the governor, J.B. Pritzker, is disarming law-abiding citizens. I cannot go buy an AR-15. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I've never been in trouble in my life. I've always obeyed the law. I'm a gun owner. I'm concealed carry. I've had firearms training, and I only do it not for myself, but to protect others
Hmm.
and my family. You know what I mean? And now I can't They're taking our Second Amendment rights away. So I'm working with Darren Bailey here in Illinois, who's
Yeah.
running for Congress to help protect our Second Amendment rights from the Democrats. You would think that Americans wouldn't have to do that against our own people.
Do you think that Democrats are spreading dangerous, are they adopting dangerous policies that can affect our families, like
Yes, I
values?
do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Because when you disarm law abiding American citizens and take their gun rights away and their guns, we're going to follow the law. We're the good guys. But the bad guys aren't interested in following any of the laws. They're going to go get the guns and they're going to come and they're going to kill us because we can't defend ourselves because we've been disarmed. I mean, so we know what's going on. The gun does not kill. It is the mind, the person that does the killing. It doesn't matter if they use a screwdriver, a car, or a bomb, or a gun. It is in the heart and the mind and the soul that does the killing. You don't take away the tools that we use to defend ourselves from people who want to kill us.
They can kill us anyway, in each way they can find it. What about this, the family ties? It's like, what do you think about this, these things against God, like LGBTQ and whatever?
The LBG, the gay stuff. Okay, the politicians, they're feeding poor lost souls lies. They're not telling them that you can take these political rights with you to the afterlife and the kingdom of heaven and murder babies there. They're not telling them you're going to be able to wave God's rainbow in his face in the kingdom of heaven and stomp your feet with your pink rainbow hair. Okay. God created the rainbow. We all know why he did it. They're using it, and Lucifer plays a big role in this. Okay. I believe. I'm a believer. Okay. I died once. I had a drunk driver put a car over my chest and I was dead. I came back. Long story, but
what did you see when you were dead? Is it's metaphor, or you were really, what did you see that at that time? What happened?
I'll show you.
Oh my God. What is this?
This
The sword?
sword. I was put into a room where it had all these things in there: food, clothes, boots. Out of everything in the room, a sword.
Yeah.
I went and I grabbed it. And as soon as I did and pulled it out, every question I ever had in my life, every concern, everything I ever wanted to know from God was instantly answered. And you know what that was from? Because in the Bible, it teaches us, in the Bible,
Yeah.
the armor of God, the sword of the Spirit. That's the word of God. So the devil showed up, Lucifer, and he tried to trick me out of the sword I was given. I don't know what he said to me. I don't know what I said to him. I couldn't see his face, and I knew he couldn't see mine. But I went away, and I got away with the word of God, and I went into a room with God. And I was in a room with him at a massive table, bigger than a football field. There were beings of light on both sides, all the way down. Everything would look like it was made out of some sort of living light. The light was alive. Everything was not like it is here. The colors, everything was so. But I walked down to the end of the table. I took the sword, I laid it down on the table, and I told him, "My Lord, the devil was going to try to use this against you." Now I understand now what that means. The world is twisting and changing the word of God. Evil will be called good, and good will be called evil. It's happening. LBGT, the Q thing, the gay stuff, all that is happening just like the devil, just like they planned. The good Lord knew this was going to happen.
Even
so
sorry. Even the climate stuff, I mean, disasters, the hurricanes, all of this. It's part
Father controls the weather. The Father controls the weather. He does. God controls the weather. They tax the weather.
James, what lets you feel you are proud to be American? What is the message for my audience from all over the world? You know, Arabs can see you, Mediterranean people from all over the world can watch you now. What you can tell them? What is your message?
My message is this, what I came back from heaven with. Jesus Christ, Yeshua, the Son of Man. He sacrificed himself. You never met him. You don't know him. You never met him. You don't know him. But if you're an American, he died for you. He sacrificed his life. And not just him, millions of others. Other
They
people do it all over the country.
they were like victims of wrong policies. These who sacrificed their lives in Iraq or Afghanistan. Do you agree on that?
Yes, but they knew that they could lose their lives, and they did it.
Yeah.
They sacrificed. So my message would be that there is a man that the Romans executed and crucified and documented doing it, named Yeshua.
Yeshua
And
al-Masih. Do you
I met him.
Yeah, I know. I know you speak for you're a believer. But let's talk a little bit about how to be tolerant and what can you say to your brothers in humanity, like Jews, Muslims, what you can tell them, what you can say to them?
I refuse to lie to them. I won't tell them that it's okay to be gay. I will not tell them that it's okay to be transgender. I will not tell them that it's okay to murder a child. I will not lie to them. I'll tell them the truth right from my heart, okay? That there are good people out here. There are decent souls, but you have to understand it's a battle between good and evil.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to say, but Lucifer has his hooks in everything, and even in politics. And the fallen are working real hard because they know they ain't got much time left. And so to the people of the world, I would say, get ready because the Son of Man is coming and not a soul on earth can hide from him. All you have to do is believe that someone sacrificed their life for you and you're saved. And it's pure love. It's nothing but love. Why is it so hard for people to believe in sacrifice nowadays? I don't have the question or the answer to that, but people do it. Every day people sacrifice themselves for others out of the kindness of their own hearts for other reasons, but it's true. Sacrifice is real.
Yeah, you pinned one of your tweets on your account. You said we must never forget our fallen heroes. Bring them home. America first. MAGA. KAJ. I don't know what is KAJ.
Keep America great.
Keep America great. Why do you think that President Trump is the good person in the good time? I mean, we need him right now. Why we need President Trump? What he can give to American people? Oh my.
Because he is all about America. President Trump is all about America, and he's also about the world. The reason I paint these like this is red, white, and blue. There's the cross Jesus died on to remember him and his sacrifice. And the red, white, and blue is to remember the Americans who died for our one nation under God. That's why I do this. President Trump is all about America, but not just that. He's not just a man for the people in our country. He is a good, everything that he did with the other nations, he's the only president that wasn't a wartime president. He wasn't trying to start wars. He was trying to work with people. He is also a businessman. I mean, this guy knows the numbers.
He is a man of action, not a man of politics and
exactly.
You know? Yeah. What can you expect for 2024 elections? Now you're following the polls, you're following these rallies. What you can tell us?
Well, I was an armed guard at some of the Women for Trump rallies. I went and they asked me to do it, so I did. And then, but our economy was better under Trump for one. Everything was way cheaper, gas, food, everything. And now it's way out of hand. They're depleting our oil reserves and our supply. I'm sorry, your question was
what can you tell the American voters how they can vote, what they're gonna choose? I want to talk about the economy if you want to tell us. Kamala Harris had in her latest interview, she said that we have many achievements, but nobody's talking about. So Is it true?
Well, voters, vote your heart. Don't just listen to these news media places that aren't giving you the whole story. Seek out more truth. Don't
Where,
just depend on
where,
this
where,
news
where we
station.
where we can find the truth, in which media outlet, or which, where you can find it, where we can read the.
Rumble, Rumble is one, YouTube is one, but they're censoring so bad that you have to use code words when you talk
Mhm.
because they will censor you. A lot of the guys and the gals and the channels that I follow, like New York Prepper, uh, Off Grid Farming with Paul and Adrian, let's see, Doug and Stacy's Off Grid Farming, they speak truth and they're God fearing people and Americans.
Mhm.
And they love everybody. They're not out. It's sad that a few thousand politicians that are now doing what they're doing in Washington got us involved in what, 4 wars now, probably more. They're making new enemies for America every day. And the regular Americans like myself over here, we don't want problems with other nations and
Who,
other people.
who is the,
We're not interested in murdering other people.
yeah, I
It's
know.
the politicians.
You are the voice of American patriots. I mean, like when I interview you, I feel like I'm talking to someone who is very, very honest. Who is the main enemy of America right now?
Lucifer,
No,
main enemy of the world.
I
But
mean,
as far as souls go,
Lucifer in religion, but in fact, which country is the main enemy now to
we
America?
have many we have many enemies, but that is because of the actions of a few thousand politicians, not the actions of Americans like myself.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of us are all just going home, working our lives, taking care of our families. We're not interested in bombing someone or going out and murdering, like, and making things up, lying about people for over politics and votes. We're out here trying to take care of our families. You know what I mean? And I'm here just trying to do what I can on local levels. If I could help other nations, I would. But I'm here, so I got to do what I can here to help people. And that means if they came here and they immigrated and they're an American, they're my brother, they're my sister. I'm going to love them. There is no racism. Hate it is not racism. It is hatred, pure and simple, for other human beings. And that take the easy way out.
Do
They
you
blame
think?
it on a skin color and try to sell you hate.
Yeah, exactly. On the other hand, do you think that the Jews in America are under anti-Semitism war?
Well, I've personally had a few people who are Jews and they have been attacked, and they come to our concerts. One lady, Evelyn, she's so sweet, just the sweetest old lady, and she's always lived here as an American, but she's a Jew, and that doesn't bother me none. I don't care if you're Muslim, you're Jew, you're Hindu, you're Chinese. I'm gonna love you and treat you with respect,
As
and
as
I'm going.
as much as you respect as much as you respect the US laws, or as much you are involved in the society and bring to America positive things, because we had many problems, the fentanyl, the trafficking, the children. What's happening? This is lots of mess.
800,000 children go missing every year in America. That's one child every 40 seconds. Slavery and human trafficking is one of the biggest businesses on the planet right now. I
Mhm.
mean, it slavery now is more popular than it ever has been in the history of the world.
Mhm.
And then we got politicians sitting here talking about we need to teach little kids to chop their private parts off in grade school. What are you kidding me? I mean, where I live, how could you do that? You're corrupting the mind of children in our schools. The books, they're destroying our history, so we're doomed to repeat it again. And that's the Democrat Party. I mean, that's the Democrat Party. They're teaching that it's okay to kill your child. We need to have abortion rights, they say. No,
Uh,
that's murder.
yeah, of course.
When I was 19 years old, ma'am, I was dating a girl. We were using protection. She got pregnant. It wasn't meant, we didn't want to get pregnant, but she did. So a month and a half after she was pregnant, her and her sister paid for the abortion. I'm not mentioning no names, and they killed our child. They did not tell me. I didn't know I was a father until they had already murdered the child. They
My,
used Democrat rights to murder my child, our child. And I I'll never support that.
this has to end. You know, James, I'm so happy to meet you, and I'm so glad to be in touch with you. I hope I will see you one of these events of the maybe in CPAC if you are coming in DC in few days, or maybe 20 days from now in February and the last week of February. I want to say that you are so active on Twitter. You have many good vibes. I like what you're doing. Then I like this quote you said, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy I know you. You said every American can make a difference. The smallest American can make the biggest difference. So I'm so glad to have you on my show. Thank you again, James, and hope to see you in person.
I hope we can. I sincerely, it would be a great honor to meet you. And I'm very humbled that you allowed me to be here. Sincerely and respectfully, thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you. God bless America.
Hey, Maria Malouf here. Please click to like and subscribe to Maria Malouf TV YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.